Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. The Mirai Guardian MX is a newly flyable single-seater heavy combat fighter that's been released as part of Fleet Week. It is, as I said, flyable in the game now. You can buy it with real money from $270 if you use fresh new money, out $290 if you buy it on store credit. It will be available in-game in around 3 months' time to buy it in in-game shops, which is where I'd recommend the lion's share of people getting it. Stripped of anything that doesn't serve its lethal agenda, the Guardian MX is dedicated to getting the job done with devastating precision. Keeping the cutting-edge design of its predecessor, the Guardian MX redefines destruction to a powerful art. Enhanced weaponry and shields mean Mirai, once again, has put you ahead of every other single pilot flying. In game terms, this means the HAB is gone from the original. It's therefore shorter range. What do I mean by that? Well, you don't have the same ability to have that living area, to eat, wash, sleep on your ship in the same way. This ship is instead all business, that business being a fighter that overwhelms its enemies. It still has an interior and better access to its components internally, as well as an additional shield generator. It's very tanky, this ship. It also switches out its 2 size 5 weapons for 4 size 4s. So this is an extremely powerful heavy fighter. Bolstered by additional armor and double the shields of its predecessor, Mirai's newest variant can withstand the barrage while you get into position for the final blow. So it's got extra armor as well, and when engineering comes out, and potentially with the June patch, at least maybe on the tech preview build, the ship's going to be even tankier and sort of make use of that armor. It also has a blast shield for the cockpit that you can deploy, and as long as that's powered, you can actually see out of it, but you can remove it so you can see. The Guardian MX's impressive missile loadout means that not only can you pick a fight, but you've got the goods to end one. It's got 2 bespoke missile racks with a combined 24 size 2 missiles. The ship loses some of the agility that the original has as well, but yeah, it's a bit of a combat beast. We've also got the Q&A as well, which I'll go through. How does the additional weaponry and armor affect the Guardian MX's handling and range compared to the base variant? It's got more health, considerably more than that of the baseline variants. This is to support the more deadly firepower and expanded combat role. That said, the MX uses the same fuel tanks as standard models, so due to its increased mass, it will burn more fuel, especially during atmospheric flight. For quantum travel, range remains the same, since fuel capacity is unchanged. Does the additional weaponry compared to the base model affect the ship's footprints? If so, which ships will it fit in? The wings of the Guardian MX have become thicker to accommodate the additional weaponry, which gives the ship a larger footprint. You'll have to try it for yourself though to see what it fits in, but it's pretty similar in size. Will the Guardian MX receive upgraded components to support the additional weaponry, and if so, how will this affect its signature compared to the base variant? The MX's power plant has been upgraded to a single size 2 to support the additional weaponry. It's also received a second size 2 shield generator and an extra size 1 cooler. This will increase the signature compared to the base Guardian, but obviously it's got the power of all those additional and larger components. While the Guardian has forward-facing missile launcher, the Guardian MX seems to have missile launchers mounted on the top. Does that change anything in terms of gameplay? The missile racks on the Guardian MX are built into the structure of the wings, allowing them to hold more than a standard rack. This means that the missile type is swappable, though the missile racks themselves and missile sizes can't be changed. So it is bespoke, effectively 24 size 2 missiles that it can swap in and out. Under what circumstance would one choose the Guardian MX over the base variant, and when might the base variant be more suitable? The MX is a dedicated combat ship with upgraded components. However, to fit all the new components into the ship, the habitation area is sacrificed. Therefore, you should choose the base Guardian if you want to be able to live in your Guardian due to its bed, bathroom, and food processor. How does its performance compare to other manufacturers' heavy fighters, such as the Hurricane or F-8C? The MX variant is designed to strike a balance between durability and firepower while still maintaining the Mirai handling signature that sets it apart. That said, with the durability and firepower being the main focus, it's not the most agile heavy fighter out there. For example, the Hurricane outperforms the MX in raw agility, performing higher linear Gs and superior maneuverability. On the other hand, when compared to heavier ships like the F-8C, the MX holds an edge in maneuverability, acceleration, and top speed, though it doesn't match the F-8C's toughness and durability. I absolutely love the F-8. The Lightning is a fantastic heavy fighter and probably my favourite, although the Guardian MX is pretty high up there. I do like it. In the base variant, the bed functions as an escape pod. With the living area removed in the MX, does this mean it's no longer including an escape pod? That's correct. Without the bed, there is no dedicated escape pod. In a case of emergency, the pilot must leave through one of the outer exits. How does the deployed cockpit armor affect pilot visibility? The cockpit armor functions similarly to the armor of the Fury MX. There is extra framing around the cockpit, but it shouldn't have a large impact on visibility. Another note on visibility, we redesigned the ship's cockpit layout by bringing the MFDs and buttons from the top to the bottom. This changes the visibility for the better. We plan to retroactively bring this redesigned cockpit to the base and QI versions of the ship in the future. Will the deployed cockpit armor affect the ship's defense during combat, or will its benefits only be apparent once the Maelstrom damage system is implemented? Even without Maelstrom, the cockpit armor will provide extra health to the cockpit before it can be destroyed, but it won't help against shots that hit the wings or the body. So we do know that in the first iteration of, I believe, engineering, there's going to be a data-driven system for armor, and that should all be taken into account with that sort of stuff. It's going to put them in a good state to implement Maelstrom in the future. But yeah, this is a really cool heavy fighter. I really rate it. It's kind of a cross between a heavy and a medium fighter, in my opinion, or a relatively agile heavy fighter. Lots of guns. I think it looks cool. Force 4s is absolutely great, and the additional missiles there as well. But it's got a ton of pretty good components, and the extra armor, the extra shield. Yeah, really rate this. Significantly more than the standard Guardian, which I can understand people wanting the QI one. I really understand people wanting the Guardian MX. Yeah, I think this is a fantastic ship. Really interested to know if you're going to be buying one of these, if you've bought one already, if you're renting one and you're like, oh, this is great, if you prefer a different light, medium, or heavy fighter as your sort of daily combat ship. Are you going to be buying one of these in-game when they come out in hopefully around 3 months? Or have you bought something else during Fleet Week or waiting for something else to turn up? I mean, obviously the Idrises came out. Oh, did you get yourself an Idris? Well, that was expensive. Boom! That's it on your video today, talking about the Mirai Guardian MX. Tell me in the comments what you think about all that sort of jazz. And something else that you should potentially get yourself your grubby little mitts on. Maybe some NordVPN. Oh, nordvpn.com/BoredGamer. Go to the links below. You get a huge discount, and you get NordVPN, which gives you better accessibility, security, and privacy on the interwebs. I use it. I love it. Something else I like as well is my eyes, and I like to use them with a Tobii eye tracker, which is on sale until the 5th of June. Use the links down below for that as well, for some better head and eye tracking in Star Citizen than you might be able to get with a webcam. It's very high precision. It's very cool. May is about fleets, lots of dogfighting, flying with friends, and once again we've partnered with Lunar Wolves, a Star Citizen organisation looking for recruits. Maybe you might be an appropriate fit. You can check the recruitment page for them down below. But we're giving away a fleet of ships. Commenting on any of my videos during the month of May gets lots of different lucky winners the chance to win a Constellation Andromeda, a F-7C Super Hornet Mark II, a Redeemer, and a Cutlass Black. Each winner will win one of those, courtesy of the Lunar Wolves. But wait, there is more. The Lunar Wolves are also giving away an RSI Polaris with lifetime insurance to one of their new recruits. Winners of that particular ship will be selected randomly from eligible org signups, but the rest of those ships, they're given away on my channel entirely, so you just need to comment on any of my videos to be in for a chance of winning. Lunar Wolves welcome all who share their passion for adventure and love of Star Citizen, and you can find out more about them on the lunarwolves.org webpage as well. If you would like to further support the channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, all that sort of good stuff. We've got join buttons under videos that help support the channel as well. You get some exclusive videos that are going out now. They've got Patreon, which basically does the same. We make daily Star Citizen content here, and that's partly due to the people that go the extra mile and help out the channel. I hope you have a fantastic May, a fantastic Fleet Week, and a great Star Citizen Alpha 4.1.1 experience.